My name is Laura Garner, and I'm a kindergarten teacher. This is actually my 34th year, 29 years here at CHA. What I see CHA being to parents is a safe place. It's a place that you can drop them off at the door and know that the teachers love their kids. That I'm gonna hug them at the door. I do every morning. I look them in the eye, and the eyes tell me a lot about their soul. Have they had a hard morning? Have they had a good morning? They hug me. I need a hug. And then they come in, and then it's just a safe place where they can learn. They don't have to be afraid if they don't know the answer. We don't laugh at each other. I tell them not to laugh at me if I do something silly, because we wouldn't want to laugh at each other. Then just a place that they can learn about God, that they know my teacher's going to pray for me. We're going to stop in the middle of the day, middle of a situation, and pray. That we care about families. I think all the years at CHA, this really is part of my extended family, to be at CHA. I have children that I've taught over the years, and now they're bringing their children back to CHA. Yes, it's making me feel old, but it's a blessing because I'm seeing that they care enough and know that this is a special place. That the things that are going to be taught here, and again, I'm still learning, but I love it that the idea of biblical reasoning, it makes the Bible come alive to me. And then I want to turn around and share it with my students. I love the history. I've learned more about our history at being at CHA than I ever have. That God has a gospel purpose for America. And I'm part of that. I'm on the chain of Christianity, just like my kids are, that we have a job to do. And we need to prepare these students, starting in pre-K kindergarten, all the way up till they leave CHA, so that they can go out and make a difference in the world. Not for themselves, but for God's glory.
So my background, I didn't have art class until high school, and it was ceramics first. So getting to be in here drawing with kids, I know I've improved just because I didn't draw as much at that level, and they're so inspiring, the things they come up with and want to draw, and how often it's a gift they want to give for their friend or to show their mom the picture of their family. Something they're processing, it might have even been from a chapel, and it's inspiring some of their free art. But just reminding them that it's okay that they're not exactly like me on a project, but they're doing their best effort and bringing forth what they can, and arming them with some good questions that do hold the test of time and can be good discussion points with someone, whether it's they're going into a Christian art field or a non-Christian art field, that we want to be able to have those conversations and why we think those things. But certainly that those standards come into play. On all of it comes back to biblical truths and what we saw God do, how we can be like Him in that way, and then how did Jesus also continue to speak to us about standards and imitating Him and being in His likeness. And so hopefully we're bringing that into the field of art, and it's going to be good and rich for the full life of our student, from now till forever.
Actually, I was fortunate to go to an action-based learning conference, and I just fell in love with it. They had these crazy seats here called wobble seats, and I sat on them, never saw them before, but I thought they were great because we all need to move. And so I was able to come back to my school and just propose that I could develop a kinesthetic lab. Kinesthetic means movement, and because kids need to move, and movement matters. So I went and was able to do some research, had a slight budget to build what we could, and we made this kinesthetic lab, and I called it the Loop. The Loop stands for Learning Opportunities, Open Possibilities. And so we get to go in there every day for a few minutes and get our wiggles out and to wake up our brain. I do it mid-afternoon, right after lunch, because we need to wake up before we do our phonics. And the kids love it. I'll know in the classroom, we'll do things in the classroom that will help us wake up as well. If they're getting sleepy, we'll stand up and we'll do jumping jacks. We'll do push-ups. We will do cross clap, anything that we can do. So if you're tired, maybe you need to stand up and wiggle because it'll help. So if there's anything else I'd like to say about CHA is it's a special place. I'm so grateful that God called me to this place. People say, when are you going to retire? Not for a while. I love being here. I love being with the kids. I love the teachers I work with, administration. We have a great heritage. We have teachers that have been here for years, and then we have newbies along the way. But how fun is it for me to invest myself not only in my newbie teaching partner or a new student or family that comes to CHA. So it's definitely a partnership. It's fun, it's crazy. I think we're getting better every year. We're about to approach our 50th anniversary, and wow, have we changed over the years. But I think for the better, for sure. We've gotten better, and that's all for the glory of God. That's what we want.